The Chinese pro LCOP has innovated and evolved a new meta strategy to create unstoppable spam, combining Royal Giant and Hog Rider in the same deck to always find damage. Most of the meta is shifting towards Inferno Tower to counter Royal Giant. So when this deck spams through with the Hog Rider to bait out your opponent's building, if it's an Inferno Tower, they'll have a -1 trade and they won't have their building in cycle, allowing the Royal Giant to roll right through and steamroll their tower. Because of the deck's speedy card cycle with Zap, Log, Skeletons, and Bats, you're able to get back to multiple win conditions before your opponent's back to their counters. And the frustration for your opponent doesn't stop there because you'll constantly stop their stuff with cheap elixir trades, or the mini P.E.K.K.A devouring big pushes with no problems. It's time to royally evolve our spam to the next level, right off with some wins and assert dominance. Subscribe to the channel to stay connected for all the daily videos. Lots of love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to make all the high effort videos possible. All right, it's time to spam with the double win conditions people are probably not prepared for. So I'm gonna go in for Skeletons in the back. I can even cycle Firecracker and get him to feel like we're gonna be evolving that maybe. And then we rush through the Hog Rider and he's gonna freak out. He's not gonna be expecting Royal Giant. That's gonna be the best thing about this deck, is people are expecting Royal Giant fast cycle, not Royal Giant Hog Rider fast cycle. Okay, we can go in for a Hog Rider right now. As I said before, it's important to keep our Firecracker alive and just force out even more elixir from our dude. Notice how he's going to try to activate King Tower, and then he realizes that we have a Royal Giant coming at him, and he doesn't have a Fisherman in cycle. No! This is the mischievous and very annoying answer that we have. Being able to do something like this, and then... Wait, did we legitimately just kill his Hunter with our Firecracker? How did that even happen? That Firecracker was a godsend. That thing saved my butt. I don't know how I got blessed with such an amazing Firecracker, but that thing popped off. It destroyed the Dark Prince, and then it even salvaged the situation where the Hunter was going to eat our stuff alive, and it wasn't able to. Okay, we're back to the evolved Royal Giant, but we also have the little bat here. Wait, I think he's going to kill it. It's not going to activate King Tower. Oh my goodness. This must be so tilting for him at this moment. If I go for a thick Royal Giant, it's essentially a tank, right? It's like a tank. It's got so much health. It can just eat the entire Dark Prince without any worries. And then it's going to blast back the Hunter so I get more damage. Oh, it really should have gotten me another shot there, you know? Evolved Evolution, Royal Giant, I'm disappointed in you. You're supposed to be better than that. Our Firecracker that wasn't even evolved killed a Hunter, and you're sitting there and you're not able to get a shot at 1 HP? You're fired, man. I'm going to put the Firecracker in my deck now. No, the cool thing about this is you can run Skeletons Evolution, you can run Firecracker Evolution, you can run a lot of different evolutions in this deck depending on what gets nerfed in the moment. So personally, I would prefer to run Royal Giant because it's the best, but you can always go and run something different. Oh, wait, watch this. What if the guy thinks that the Sparky is going to finesse me and it doesn't? What if he's depending on the Sparky shot, and then we zap it, and then the mini P.E.K.K.A locks onto the Sparky? He wasn't ready! I'm telling you guys right now, his body wasn't prepared for our shenanigans. I love it. This is so much fun for me. Probably not for our opponent, and probably not for the people that play Sparky that are looking at this and be like, Jake, you're a monster. But I love this with every fiber of my existence. And then we're going to do it again. We're running it back, baby. We're running it back. And you can't stop our attack. This screen is going to go black because he can't play the game anymore, guys. Whether it's his mental or his phone that gets shattered, we will never know. But his push is definitely going to get shattered any second. We can go in for a log to obliterate the Sparky, knock back the Dark Prince, and then if the Sparky's still alive, we can go for Skeletons, make sure it's not alive any longer. GG and well played. That was one of the easiest victories I've had in a minute. And my man, he lightninged my King Tower as he gave us the King exasperated angry face. Honestly, I don't blame him. That matchup is miserable for him and so much fun for us. All right, we got a game against Angel, and we're running a devilish deck, so you guys know the deal. We're going to be spamming our opponent like a savage. Whenever we see wall breakers, I'm going to ignore one of them because I don't have Skeletons and Bats to split up, so kind of just got to drop my mini P.E.K.K.A and see what we can make happen. If he's going to have Monk or Valkyrie or anything, the mini P.E.K.K.A is going to be masterfully annoying for him. Oh my gosh, is that going to take the entire tower? I would prefer the mini P.E.K.K.A to attack the bandit, and it was smart of the guy to eat damage there because he knew he wasn't going to be able to defend the tower with the mini P.E.K.K.A getting tanked for by the Royal Giant. Oh, you know what I can do? I can go in for a Hog Rider to go and kite his bandit to the other side, then use Bats to finish everything off. This is actually going to work out. 2 Elixir Bats are our heroes. All I had to do was know that I could eat the Magic Archer, and kite his unit to the other side utilizing our Hog Rider, which a lot of people don't necessarily think about. But if you don't have that many defensive cards in your deck, right? Like for instance, I don't have Valkyrie, I don't have Knight. You kind of have to think through what you're going to do. And you can pull units to the other side using your Hog Rider like I did against the Bandit, and it gave us a massive lead. And now we can amass an advantage with our Royal Giant. Talk about toxicity. This thing is extra thick, 30% more health. And it's got a blast back effect. And we protected ourselves from the Bard Bro as well. Everything is going well for us, and nothing is going well for our homie. Oh! How did the firecracker hit too? It just keeps getting better. It just keeps getting better and worse for him. All right, we're going to go for a Hog Rider here so the Magic Archer gets finished off by our tower. That's a crisp timing. You guys have to memorize that and know so the Magic Archer doesn't lock onto your tower. Otherwise, you know, you're going to mess it up and it's going to feel awful. We're going to Rail Jet again at the river so then the Electro Wizard's going to be able to hit and disperse its damage amongst that. And then we can go for a Mini Packer directly on top if we really want to, but I don't want to play that aggressive. I just want to take my damage and feel comfy. All right, we're going to Zap. It's a bit better than doing anything else. We can go for Skeletons here. And then I think we can get away with Bats again. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think we're going to be able to fully defend this, but we do end up making sure that he doesn't get as much damage as he's hoping for. Notice how the Skeleton's placement against the Bandit, it was a +2 elixir trade, so it allowed me to keep my elixir advantage. And then just spam more stuff at my dude. I can Rail Giant in the middle. And in a 1-1 situation where you've already taken the tower, you can go Hog Rider here with a Rail Giant. And most of the time, you're able to just guarantee the tower then. That's one of my favorite plays in the game. I'm going to Zap here. I'm going to try to get away with Bats again, and then we'll see what he decides to do. I'm going to go in for Skeletons this time in a different spot, so then if he decides to go in for a Snowball, he's not going to be able to finesse us. And the Mini P.E.K.K.A goes back towards the Bandit. Yo, we stealing you out here, bro. All right, we're going to go in for a Zap, and we're going to go and use our Log all in conjunction together, and then we can get Skeletons down, then we can go in for Bats. I think he's going to get his Wall Breakers to connect, but it's not going to be that bad because, you know, we've taken 2 towers. Wait, is he going to get 3 crowned? Why didn't I look at his towers at 1,200 health? There's no way he's able to stop this Royal Giant, right?
Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry.
He's gonna have like Snowball it for his Pride or something just to slow it down, but no, screwed. Absolutely annihilated. This deck is so strong when your opponent doesn't have a building. Actually, I should probably correct myself. If our opponents don't have a building, our deck is utterly unbeatable. We got a game against Webster, who apparently loves Goblin Drill. It'd be fun to play against that again. We wrecked it the last time, so we're gonna drop our Firecracker in the back, and we just drop a pristine Royal Giant at the river, maybe? He's thinking that he can finish off my Firecracker because it won't get a hit right now, but I'm gonna drop a Royal Giant. Oh. Yo, he dropped another spell when I was looking at the camera. I don't even know what it was. My man trolled me. Oh, that's so unfortunate. You know, we can go for Skeletons here. I wonder if that activates King Tower. I guess we'll find out. I hope so. It didn't work. No, so sad. That's unfortunate. And we took a hit straight to the face. You know what? The Skeletons encapsulate how I feel right now. We are sorry, sir. But I'm going to go for a Hog Rider right now and see what's cooking. Definitely should get some bit of damage with this. He's going to go in for a Log and a Firecracker. Can we get our Redemption Arc with the King Tower activation? With our Royal Giant evolved? I think so, but I don't want to. I'd rather go in for a Mini P.E.K.K.A to fully counter the Hog Rider and then get a good trade on the counter push. And notice how the Firecracker just missed the Mini P.E.K.K.A for whatever reason. Wait. If we Zap here? No, it didn't work. But we might be able to kill his Mini P.E.K.K.A with an evolved Royal Giant. That's so crazy. You can't use units to counter this thing. I'm telling you right now, it's ridiculous. The guy is going to be running a fast cycle with Mini P.E.K.K.A and Firecracker, and we're running Hog Rider just like him, but we got the help of our big brother Royal Giant. So I'm going to go in for the Firecracker whenever I get the opportunity. I just don't want to drop it too soon. I want to make sure that it's going to be fighting his Firecracker and I can distract his. I'm also going to go in for the Hog Rider on the right-hand side so I can... Oh, wait, really? Do we have the exact same deck? Are you me? Are we the same person? Is this reality? Webster, what are we doing right now? Are we living in a simulation? Bro, okay. I'm going to go for Bats in front of my Firecracker, and then I think I can just go through with like a Hog Rider in the right-hand side since his tower is so low. He's going to have to Mini P.E.K.K.A this almost every single time, and we can kite that and moonwalk away with our Firecracker. And unlike us, his Mini P.E.K.K.A timing wasn't that pristine. He ended up missing it a little bit. Oh, wow, the Mini P.E.K.K.A looked like it was going to go towards the tower. I think it gets fully countered without a hit. Nice. So if you guys didn't know, you can fully counter a Hog Rider with a Mini P.E.K.K.A like I showed earlier, and you can also fully counter a Mini P.E.K.K.A utilizing your Firecracker if you drop in the right placement that I did. Wow, we are demolishing this dude. We've got both towers completely under our control. And this game got out of control real fast. He's not going to last. We've got 2 Royal Giants, 1 Hog Rider, and just like an entire box of units. And he's all boxed in as we collect the win. It's always satisfying to dominate a mirror matchup. And now we're at a clean 2,200 medals at 2,200 in the world. All the numbers seem pretty balanced, but our cards definitely aren't. Yo, this guy's at 2,200 medals too. We're at the exact same rank right now. Yo, only one of us can remain standing after this one, brother. I'm going to go in for Bats and Hog Rider on the right-hand side. Hopefully he doesn't have Zap. Fortunately, he doesn't. And we'll see what he's cooking. Wall Breakers means that he's likely going to have Tornado. So, wait. You're going to end up having Princess with Wall Breakers? Is this a Log Bait Wall Breakers deck? I've never really played against this anymore. Interesting that he's evolving with a different type of deck. So I can log on this, finish off the Princess before it gets a shot. Really important to do that. I waited till last possible second because I wanted to clip some extra units as well. I bet you it goes Goblin Barrel here. So can I go like Firecracker on the Goblin Barrel, or is that stupid? I don't know. I've never done this before. Okay, it didn't kill. That feels really bad. Can we eventually finish off his units? Maybe sometime in the future. I have no idea if we can stop this. It's going to do so much to me, isn't it? I need to get a Hog Rider in front of these bats, so maybe I can get something out of the situation. Maybe get a rocket out of him. That's decent. You know, that's okay. I can kind of vibe with that. Currently half of his health, and he's going to activate King Tower, and we miss everything. That's great. Firecracker, hit it. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me, Firecracker, after failing. I was like, if she misses 2 times in a row, I couldn't mentally deal with that type of situation, all right? I'm going to go for a Firecracker in the back, and I'm going to immediately Royal Giant whenever I get the chance. I want to get to the evolution. We'll see if he cycles anything in the left. If he doesn't, then I'll just RG. He's down a lot of Elixir, I think. So he's going to go Goblin Gang? Question mark? I bet he goes Goblin Gang. Let's log it. How dumb is this log? I missed one of the goblins, so extremely stupid, actually. Whenever I get nervous, I laugh. I'm a little bit sad. All right. We'll see if we can stop this. I'm going to go Skeletons. I could go for a Hog Rider. It would be a really risky play. I do want to go Bats on top of his Goblin Barrel. And then I guess I can go for a Hog Rider here to block one of the Goblins so I take less damage and then travel along with the Bats. I can go for a Zap depending on what happens. I can also go for a Royal Giant. Generally better for me to play safe and not play super stupid here. I'm back to log, fortunately enough for us. Maybe he goes and spams us. Yeah, that's cool. All right, we can just go in for a Zap. Hit the Dark Prince as well. Maybe going for a Royal Giant if we're feeling really risky and frisky. And then we're going to log on the Princess and Goblin Gang. There's no doubt about that. That's probably the right play. Because we can go for a Firecracker to shut down the rest of his spam. And the Royal Giant's just going to knock back all of his bait cards. How is he expecting to stop this? Is there any universe where he can? I bet you his Princess doesn't even lock on what he wants. It's probably going to lock on the wrong stuff 24/7, 365.
Prepare for trouble.
Yo, the Hog Rider's coming through, and there's not that much he can do. I guess we can go for a mini packy here to protect our Firecracker for a little bit. If that Firecracker snipes the Princess, that would be awesome. You might be able to go in for another Royal Giant aggressively, and then get him to go in for a Goblin Barrel or Rascals or something along those lines. He's not going Goblin Barrel. He's just trying to defend the Royal Giant with a Goblin Barrel instead. The definition of desperation. And I realize that I have a 100-0 matchup advantage here, guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It is how it is. But if you're lucky enough to play against bait decks, you're going to be smiling just like me. Because this deck destroys it with a fast cycle with Log and Zap. There's literally nothing they can do. And our Royal Giant is cannonballing us up the ranks to 1,800 in the world. Yo, we got a game against someone from the Splash Moon clan. I have no idea what that means, but I'm excited for it. So I'm going to go and splash through with my Hog Rider and see what we can do. Maybe he's going to end up having a Golem deck. Could also be Lumberjack Balloon. Okay. Didn't take any damage. That was a weird tornado placement. I've never seen anyone do that before to go and counter a Hog Rider. Usually it's completely different. Like they drop it in the middle and it's a bit safer. I feel like you're just like asking for some disaster to happen if you're dropping it like in that spot specifically. Like in all of my years of playing Clash Royale, I've never seen a pro player do that placement before. This guy is built different. So he's going to go in for Skeleton Dragons, and I want to go in for a Royal Giant at the river just so the Skeleton Dragons don't destroy me. Also, cycling the Royal Giant is pretty good because I can cycle back to an evolved version and put in some work against them. Also, with double win conditions, it's going to be funny because I can just keep my Firecracker alive and make him always follow the wrong thing. Like, look at the Lumberjack. It's not going to be able to even touch me besides the Rage. I think that the Hog Rider will get a hit as well. We can go for Skeletons, go and pull back the Electro Dragon. I'm sure you guys are seeing a common theme here. Firecrackers don't want to die. Oh, Firecracker, you're dumb. You went closer to the tower so then it could electrocute the tower. Oh, it's a Golem deck. All right, let's go Mini P.E.K.K.A here. We can go for the Evolved Royal Giant anytime now. I do want to drop our Royal Giant in front of our Mini P.E.K.K.A so we can cause a little bit more grief for our opponent. Notice how I cycle my Mini P.E.K.K.A super far back for that one reason. With the Electro Dragon out of cycle, I wonder what he's going to do. Yeah, this is going to be really bad for him. Like, even if he's able to somehow defend this, he's not going to have any counter-pushing units. Battle Healer is definitely dead. We can go for Skeletons to keep the Firecracker alive. We're going to be able to splash onto his Skeleton Dragons. And then we can start to flow through with the Hog Rider in the middle if we really wanted to. I don't think that's the right play, but I was considering doing it. Because the Firecracker, ooh, okay. I guess I'm going to zap on both Elixir Collectors because that's way too much value. This is one of those moments that you're like, I wish I had a big spell, but I don't. So it is what it is. We might end up sacking a tower to get an Elixir advantage so then we can take his towers. We'll see if that works. Let's go in for a Hog Rider Bats push and maybe go in for like a Royal Giant or something. I just want the Bats to lock onto the tower, ideally. Not looking great. Not looking good, guys. We need to stack up a ton of Firecrackers, and I don't know if this is going to work out in our favor, but I got to try my hardest. We can go for a Royal Giant to pull back his Battle Healer as well. That might be a decent decision. As long as the mini pack is able to put in enough work, and we can cycle back to another Royal Giant, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Okay, he's tornadoing again. Maybe I can do this and take the other tower. I'm kind of hoping that that's how it's going to work, but I don't know anymore. Mom, pick me up. I'm scared. There's a lot of crap coming at me, and I'm not feeling very comfy. Okay, that's a Golem as well. This guy's up so much Elixir. Holy heck. All right, we're going to go in for, like, Bats here, and then go in for a Firecracker, and then get a mini pack on top of his Lumberjack. If I can kill the Lumberjack, I should be fine. That's all I need. I just need to kill the Lumberjack. Skeleton Dragons are obnoxious, but they're not going to take out my tower. All right, so I think this all does die. I'm going to go in for a Royal Giant in the middle. I'm going to go in for a Hog Rider right after, and I think I win. I don't think there's any way for him to defend this. He just used his Tornado on offense, so he's screwed. But yeah, dude, GG, well played and peace out. I'm so glad I beat you. A little bit sketchy at the end, but as you guys can see, Mini P.E.K.K.A plus Firecracker on defense have unbelievable value. Even if you're down 2 whole Elixir Collectors against a Golem player, building up a massive parade with Battle Healers and a ton of Dragons, you can still defend. The cost efficiency that you get with this deck is absolutely crazy. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an incredible rest of your day.